The federal government has issued a warning to Australians saying it'll be a tough year ahead with more job losses. Last month, the unemployment rate held steady at 5.2%, but 2011 was the worst year for employment in nearly 2 decades. And with job numbers going down, so too could interest rates. That's good news for borrowers, but may make retirees a little nervous. Here's finance correspondent Philip Lasker.
The economy isn't creating jobs like it used to.
Overall, the labour market does look as though it's easing.
Nearly 30,000 positions were lost in December, all part-time, and people dropped out of the search for work. It caps off a year when 100 jobs were lost, compared to the previous year when more than 360,000 jobs were created.
It's absolutely crystal clear that now is the worst possible time for the world's biggest carbon tax.
Unemployment still remains at historically low levels, and also by international levels, Australia's doing better than most other advanced nations.
Unemployment rose sharply in New South Wales but fell elsewhere on the east coast, while it was steady in the ACT, South and Western Australia. The numbers suggested businesses are cautious, asking full-time employees to take on extra hours while cutting back part-time work.
If you look at some of the retail issues out there, then maybe that was part of the reason for the drop-off in the part-time jobs.
And the numbers don't change what's expected from the Reserve Bank.
We think that they probably will be cutting interest rates in February and in March as a consequence of this easing in the labour market.
It may also be as a consequence of a dangerous global environment which has the IMF seeking to raise an extra $500 billion to help deal with the Eurozone crisis.
Beautiful.
And it could be seeking its pound of flesh from the Australian government.
This is a government with no money to give.
Australia is not immune to what happens in the rest of the world, and we need to support strongly our multilateral institutions.
But the acting Treasurer says no specific request has yet been made. Philip Lasker, ABC News.